Choose a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Ready. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Great work finding the opening. Player 2 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown and... Smart play with the throw. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. So, what's next? Demon Blade again! What's the next move? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna drive rush to keep it going? KO! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The attack is parried. Backs them into the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Solid combo. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Uses backup to create a chance. Grabs him. Drive rush to keep it going. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters planning something? Misses the grab. Sky high. Jumps up. Very solid corner switch. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Akuma's going in. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. So, what's next? Good parry here to try and make something happen. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Feeling out the spacing. Fireball into the corner. They're experiencing burnout. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 has an empty drive gear. This is a very precarious situation. Springs forward with the drive rush. Big super hard hit. It's on. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Looking for a chance. Sakuhado. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Barely block. Reversal. Going in. Impact. Squash. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Can this drive bring them back? Starts with whirlwind. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? A real test of nerves here. Hadouken. And whip. They're wide open. Yo, critical art now? Jumps! Escapes the round by the skin of their teeth! Player 2 buries their opponent.
Choose a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Ready. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The quarter makes it hard to escape. Gets them. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Throws them to negate the block. Yo, put that away. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're backed up into the corner. Still scrapping for control of the space. Big forward throw, laying the pressure on Thick. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? The drive impact doesn't work. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Demon Rip. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Great kick. This is the ideal ring. Anti-air in the clutch. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Reps them. Ooh, you never throw a burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Looking for a hole. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Cross that off. All in with the rock. Oh, yo, raw super here. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh, giving a full force up. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A jump? Nothing stops this train. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player two gets them. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player two is going to have a hard time. Adamant flame. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player two is dominating this match. Going in. Burnout activates. Zones with the fireball. In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two needs to use the predator reversal. That feeling out Vic. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Okay, here we go. Excellent block. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Go burnout. Did they mean to do that? What's next? Getting out of dodge. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Catches out the cage right there. I hope you're you're not a lightweight because one sip of this cup is enough to injure you. This is going to hurt. Checking with the fireball. Throws him. Amazing. Throws us in. Player 2. Time to make them famous. Oh, sees right through him. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sakuhado. Keep reversal. Hits him with a stop and bop. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Shoots off a fireball up close. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Neither of them willing to back off here. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 chases them down. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Dashes forward. Hits him with a stop and bop. Still scrapping for control of the space. They were right to be on guard there. Good instincts. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Death deems you unworthy. Final round. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Medium kick, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2, perfect execution with the anti-air. With super arts into play, it's really anything up for the Amoro throw. What's next? Uses their drive gauge. What are they gonna do? Anti-air in the clutch. Excellent block. Even the slightest hit may end the round. Oh my God, they just choked it up. This is a gigantic life lead. Impact squat. Close range projectile. Player 1 can't let this simmer. No! Send off the wall! Dashes out the cage right there. I hope you're not a lightweight because one sip of this cup is enough to injure you. Player 2 can't close this in. They did take the throw. Player 2 shows they are truly the best of the best.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Ready yourself.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 can't afford to get hit. Goes for the super art? Taking stock. Where is their opening? Very solid corner switch. Projectile to try and change the situation. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Dashes forward. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Player 2 is working with a better grip, springs forward with the drive rush. Scrapping it out up close. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Now you understand.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Demon Raid, long-range fireball to break the silence. The impact doesn't do anything. Jump to Hadouken. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Blocks the overhead. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Excellent block. You've got to be mucked. The overhead denied. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Solid anti-air. Jumps. Genius read with that throw escape. Fires off of the turning it right up with the super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. Hadouken. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Keeps them out. No hesitation or regret. Hit them with that NSFW. Oh, sends them a personalized telegram with that rising critical. Can they muster up the nerves to fight back and take this round? Answers with a fireball. They are done. Player 2 is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Time's the only thing moving here. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Checks with a projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Both sides looking for an opening. There's still lots of time in this round. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 chases them down. Sees it coming and blocks it out. That drive impact doesn't get through. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Very solid corner switch. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? No life left. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. There it springs forward with the drive rush. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Going in? Long-range fireball to break the silence. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Hits them with a stopping block. Good instinct to spend resources, but looking too impressed with this super. Is this gonna kill? Lands the super. Time for dessert. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Oh, block win. SBK hits. Overhead. The net closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. We have throws them. A quick breather. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. What now? Vintage. Dangerous range here. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Oh, here we go. Connects with the throw. And whiffs. They're wide open. Fires off a Hadouken. Chucks the fireballs to continue their hold over their zone. Hadouken. They've got about half life left. What are they gonna do? These overhead, but it won't work. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of impact? Squat! Oh, Lockwood! Cashes out the cage right there! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! It is over! Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win!
A new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 has the life lead. What's the play here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What are they thinking here? Can't tech the throw? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Checks them with the projectile. Oh! Life lead opens up. Uses the drive. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Holds out with the block. Can't tech the throw. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Hits them with a stopping block. Still scrapping for control of the space. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Connects with Sip of Calamity. Kuma ain't tucking you in for bad, but you're going to sleep real fast. Going in? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Anti-air in the clutch. All the throw connects. How did they read that throw? Long-range fireball to break the silence. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Zanku Hadouken. Both sides getting ready. They're in range of super art. What were they thinking? Zanku Hadouken. Drive impact misses. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Hadouken reads the jumping perfectly. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Impact squash. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Pumps the brakes on the impact. What are they gonna do? Getting it on the drive rush. Both fighters tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. Blocks the impact. Misses the drive impact. Who's it gonna be? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Trips them up. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Knockdown, gets him. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Grabs them. Player 2 can build off this lead. Checks them with a projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Down to the wire. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Jump. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. That combo, the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Akuma, win!
Player 2 gained a hard-fought victory there.
A new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases them down, takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hold on, they broke through the super armor. Must have seen it coming. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Big throws. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Uses the target combo and puts the super armor to good use. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the top for the critical art. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player 1 knew the throw was coming. In with the cross-up. They got a big gap, reads the throw and escapes. Player 2 is in a very flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. In with the phalanx! The last round. Cross that off! The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you! Devote all that leader to the goddess of the hunt! They're about to get a big knockout kiss! Ooh! Ooh, what a smart throw! Player 1 is in a very good spot now.
Not over.
Oh man, this is a sick knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Wow, Saturn waited for this opening. Punish counter set the table. Just don't passes out the cage right there. Oh, hits the critical art. They gotta bust out the protectors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. Player 1 and burn up. They are done. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Grabs him. The super armor does its job. Player 1 and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. What a clutch side kicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Impact's a no-go. Heading into the end, snipes him out the air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Balance from above. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Still very early in the round. Grabs him. Take it. Springs forward with the drive rush. Still slugging it out at this range. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Now you know history.
Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Hits them with a stop and pop. Looking to impress with this super. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here. Betting it all on the... They couldn't tech the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Puts the super armor to good use. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Throws him. What's next? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Decides to go in with the target combo. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Brushes off the impact. Grabs him. Medium kick hits. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. A quick breather. Player 1 holds it, sees him coming, and shrugs it off with a super arm. This is gonna be bad news. Risky up-close scrap still going. Uses the target combo with a filler. Both fighters planning something. The drive impact doesn't work. Blocks it. Ooh, what a smart blow. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Handing passes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. That was the highest if I've ever seen. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Ready. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Starts with a jump in. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. What is he thinking here? Still slugging it out here. Goes for the fireball. Surprises him with a drive rush. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Knockdown. Brushes off the impact. Trying to read each other here? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Checks them with a projectile. Feeling out the spacing. Taking stock. Anything could happen here. Time's the only thing. He brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Using the super can open up huge chance in there. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Jumps in. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. A quick breather. It's a good spot to use the super. Excellent block. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this one. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to hit them with a stop and pop. Were they baiting them into that? Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Both fighters are standing firm. Throws them. What's next? Full SA meters on deck. Looking to tenderize those organs of orbital. Okay, nothing stops this train. All in with a rush. Over in a flash. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Goes for the throw. Trips him up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Knockdown. The super armor does its job. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. A quick breather. Experiencing burnout. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Still spots in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Immediate jumping hits them with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Turning it right up with a super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. I'll suspend the meter on the... Reads the jump in perfectly. Throws them. Both sides getting ready. Player walls flat into the card break. Player 2, no burnout. Did they mean to do that? Punish counter sets the table. All in with a rush. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. And what a finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Zangief. Blanca. Chen. Ryu. Akuma. Ryu. Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin.
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Puts one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Blocks the jump in. The cross-up connects. Gets a chance with that jump in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Projectile to try and change the situation. Jump! So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps in! Oh, with the throw. Oh, Shingu Hadouken! They may need to...
Not good enough.
Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Grabs them. Drive rush to keep it going. Side hustle to start something. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and gets the back throw to turn things around. Denied. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. What'll happen here? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Zones with the fireball. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Lays down a side hustle. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. This is gonna hurt. Oh my god, they just choked it up. They're taking a step back to slow down the... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Are we gonna see if there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter? Ashes out the cage right there. Will this be enough to kill? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. They both decide to ease it. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Both fighters are hurting. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Ooh, what a smart throw. Smart play with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 1 walls flat into the guard break. Off the spin, the leader on the throw is denied. Punish counter sets the table, closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Buffs up. Very solid corner swing. Does a good job of pushing back. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Got their eye on the air. Did well to get the buff in there. Was looking for that jump attack. Goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Switches it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Throws them to negate the block. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 2 is in a pretty good... Ooh! Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 can't use any... Fires off the Shinsu Hadouken. What'll happen here? Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Here comes the burnout. Expect the tempo of the man ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Judy.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Nice cross-up. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Puts one in the pocket. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. All right. Opts for the throw. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 1 chases them down. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Did well to get the buff in there. All right, what's coming up next? The throw misses. Throws them. What's next? Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent. Gets tagged by the fireball. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Picture perfect punish counter. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Ooh! They can't squander this punish counter chance. Doesn't miss a beat. Okay, creating some space here. Pokes with the medium kick. Gets them with the anti-air. Gets the combo. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Looking to impress with this super. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shoryuken!
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. We have a super art on deck. Impact! Squash! Zones with the fire. Anti-air in the clutch! Amazing! Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? The drive gauge burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Knocked them out of the air. They couldn't tech the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Buffs while they're blinking. Throw is denied. What a read. Player 2 with a lead. Will they go for offense or defense? They're sitting on a full super art gauge now. Player 1 anticipated that throw. Drives in fact misses. Oh, excellent block. Checking with the fireball. How will they cross that off? Goes up super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. This is the time. There's the burnout. Back to the punish counter sets the table. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Sangya. Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Ready yourself. I'll take on all of you. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Oh, with the grab. Player one has the life lead. Okay, takes them all the way to the bench, down to the wire. Punish counter.